How's it going, Grant? Amazing to see you, Grant, aka Genix. Always good to see you. Brilliant.
Yeah,
thanks, mate, for coming back.
Share. Is that thank you? And it in
Oh, it is, yeah. Done a
share.
Mandarin version, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. That's about it. Yeah, thanks for having me back. Yeah,
Share. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, Cantonese. I'll do a Cantonese one. Dorje.
Dorje.
Yeah. Thank you. That's it. Yeah. Well, there you go. So, more Snake and Crane merchandise podders, I think. This is another one where I've sent Grant an image of what we're going to discuss in advance. So he has seen it. He's had not a great deal of time. It was only a matter of hours ago that I sent it to him, but he's had some time to have a look at the artwork and digest it rather than see it as a surprise for the first time. We're going to see how that technique goes. We're probably going to mix it up somewhere he's got no clue and never seen it before, and some like this where it give him a chance to actually have a look at it beforehand. But the thing we're discussing today is Snake Crane Arts of Shaolin French flyer advert, right? So you had a chance to look at it, Grant?
Yeah, I certainly have.
Right. Well, I guess we'll get into it and we'll bang it up on the screen and we'll start the chats. Why not? On the last one, we had a chat about your brilliant backers. We've got the same brilliant backers. So we're all in stock there with the brum, 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 the Lion Dance Dragon. We've got the lanterns. We've got the flipping font all drawn out. We've got the privacy blinds, right? It's all happening. So let's go. Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin.
Brilliant.
French flyer. Le Magnifique. Le Magnifique. Do you think I've pronounced that good? It's a French, isn't it?
Le Magnificent. Yeah, Le Magnifique. Yeah, fantastic. Do you know what?
Well, listen, the floor is yours.
Well, do you know what? When you first sent this to me, I think it's a brilliant flyer. Can I just ask you, how big is that flyer?
A4. There you go. Look at it on my screen a minute.
Oh, A4.
Like yeah, A4. Look on the screen. You see me there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it's A4. Yeah.
It's A4. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I put it in a little thing to keep it nice and crunchy. But yeah, A4.
Right, let's go on it then, because I'm ready for this one. First of all, I wouldn't say it's stereotypical of a Kung sort of thing. It's almost got a bit of a Western, like you imagine that the old spaghetti Western with that big rocky font, which I think is brilliant. It also looks very,
it's lovely.
Yeah, very comic-y. But I like that, and I like the way they've manipulated the images to curve with the font, the stone effect. And if I go down without jumping the gun too much, you look at all that action scenes at the bottom there. They're actually stood on that writing, like they're on a rock face, look balancing there precariously there on the right. People being kicked up there onto the red background, guy literally hanging over the edge, falling off. That's clever. And that's an illustration of how it should be. And I am not by no means an expert, but I will have an opinion. And they faded them back so they look like they're part of the background. Sort of a little bit in the foreground, but enough. They've blended them in. The details not as good. Brilliant shot of Chan. Brilliant face shot there in the background. Looks like fire and flames. It's brilliant. I love it. And then you've got the nice border around the edge. It all ties in, that red, the gold. I like it personally. I do like it a lot.
Well, thanks for that. I'm going to say also that it is very, very striking. I do think that the artwork is brilliant. Although, can we say that the main Chan picture is really artwork? Because that's more, it's got some, like his suit and everything, he looks artworky, but his face and everything is photographic, isn't it? It's not, it's not drawing, But just as a whole, like when I looked at it in front of me, I went, you know what? This is really nice, really colourful, really striking. But I've obviously got some things to say about it. So let's go with the font, as you say. Honestly, that is brilliant, that font. Now, what you said about Western, I think that's quite important because if you remember at the beginning of every year when it comes up at the beginning, the first font that comes up is actually a bit cowboy, a bit westerny looking.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a nod to that. I do think it's brilliant. The title, okay, this isn't the flyer's fault. We're looking at the flyer as a piece of merchandise, but while we're chatting about it, we'll chat about it. I mean, it's a brilliant title, The Magnificent, but it's a crap title because there's no snake and crane or anything in that. So it ain't a very good title for the film. That's not what we're talking about, but we are going to talk about that just quickly. That's a bad title for this film. We know Chan's magnificent. We know he's the best, but it's not a good title for Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin, is it?
No.
So that's a bad one. But the font, I really like that rock font.
Yeah.
It is wicked. I do think the person who has done this has considerable artistic skill. The way the whole thing is blended. Look at his head. Both the heads. You've got one the one in the background, the orange shout head, is like quite circular and sort of follows the font round. And the other one, you can see to the left of his head, has got a little bit of red outline where it's not, it's kind of, they've done quite a good job of blending. I do like the fire, but I also think there ain't no fire. There's no fire in the film, but it's fire as in exciting. So I'm happy to go, no, it's nothing to do with there's no fire in the film. This is to do with this film is fire, hot, exciting. So I can accept that. The things that you brought up there, I didn't think of, and I think they were excellent points to raise. The fact that those people are on the Magnifique logo. I absolutely love that. If you zoom in, you won't be able to do it now, I don't think. But if you was to zoom in on the person you said is hanging off the edge, I believe it's the girl who gets her head smashed off.
Oh, yeah, you're right there.
Yeah, I think it is, because of the suit and everything.
And she got back there or something.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know, but the whole idea.
Didn't she carry a satchel? Didn't she carry a satchel or something? Wasn't she carrying a bag at some point?
I think that's just, if you think of her suit in it, she's got like a big. It's too big for her. If you remember, it's like she's got a belt tied round, and it's a load of fur waist down. Yeah, so I think it's just her big, massive trousers because all her clothes are baggy.
Yeah.
And until that bit where she dresses up as a lady, and Chan still says, "Yeah, all right, well, you're still crap, qual." But anyway, brilliant. That hanging off the cliff edge, because it does look like a cliff. That hanging off, using that image to do that, absolutely fantastic. I agree. I really like that as well. Just forget about Snake and Crane Arts and just look at that as a piece of art. I like that. It's really nice. That I'd have it as a poster, I'd have it on a t-shirt. I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
But there are criticisms, of course. So let's start with the main picture. So the main picture, Chan in blue. It's a good picture. I know where that picture is from. I recognized it instantly. And this is exactly the same as what we were saying previously with the Korean DVD. It's not Snake and Crane.
Is that First Drunken Master?
It's actually Young Master.
Young Master, sorry. Yeah, I meant Young Master.
And there you go. I grabbed the poster because I recognized it instantly. They've just put it at a bit of an angle, but there is no doubt that is
same look,
Young Master
expression.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at the barnet, the hands. It's 100%. There is no mistaking that. I knew it as soon as I saw it. I went, seen that before. That's Young Master, right?
Yeah.
So saying that, well, I think that's crap. I do like this artwork, but I don't like it because, it's, come on, just give me there's so many pictures you could use of him from Snake and Crane that are from Snake and Crane. Why have they used Young Master? Why? And Young Master is after Snake and Crane. So anyway, so I don't like that. I don't know what you think about them using that, but obviously it is a nice piece of artwork. But I mean, that's, come on, it's bad, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you cross-reference that to, say, other promotional material that we may have touched upon or seen or spoken about, again, you've got the Jackie Chan, which isn't definitive of that era with the spelling. You know, the why, again, that mistake looks like it's been made as it's been made countlessly. Again, Magnifique. That ain't the name of the film, is it? Even if you translate it into the Magnificent, you know, it ain't. But I sort of, when you first sent me the imagery, I obviously looked at the car, not the cast. You know, you see Jackie there, Chen Chi and Lo Wei, and the writing, and sort of had a quick translation of what I recall it to be. I could be wrong, but it almost looks like it's a sort of a bit of promoism, if you like. Do you know what I mean? It's promoting Jackie Chan, Lo Wei, Chen Chi, Jackie Chan. You know, I don't know if you want to jump on that now, but what's it say? His title there above him, comment. Jackie, what's it say there with the fighting on the front there, where it says Jackie Chan on the right? Comments. I can't see it on mine. It's quite.
My eyes are terrible as well, but I'll see. Okay, it says the first one above Lo Wei says Danzun film produced par Lo Wei, so produced by Lo Wei. Then it says release par Chen Chi, and it says combats Regis par Jackie Chan. Well, combats Regis par. What's that? Is he choreography?
I think that's basically what they're trying to say is he did the choreography.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the translation of that, I think basically it means fight or fighting. Sorry, what does it say again? Regular.
It says combats Reqles Recles par.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to say, like, choreography or, coordination, stunt coordination or something like that. And
then say Big Chan promoted, big push on, look, Chan's part of this film. Yeah,
so he's obviously showing off as well as being a star and the main actor, he's obviously getting involved in the choreography or whatever.
That's it.
A film production, or presentation by Lo Wei and stuff. But scope colours, I guess that's just
scope colours, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry. No, I panicked there because it froze. It's frozen on the screen, but
I don't know where I got this.
It's brilliant. I like it.
I can't remember. I've no clue. It was part of the stuff that me and my brother were going through everything. So it's from years ago. It's not a Nick Singh, this one. It's something that we've had for donkey's years. I just can't recall where it's from, but it's still in absolutely mint condition. It's not been ruined or from house to house or whatever in boxes and all that. So it's still really good qual.
That would look nice standalone as a poster, or as you say, a flyer on your wall. Do you know what I mean? In a frame. That's a nice framed piece, but analysing it wise, it's not a true account of what we're talking about.
Well, I'm not even sure that the shout picture is Snake and Crane, but again, Paul Dre, if you're watching, any assistance you can give us on this, being the mega Chan fan that you are, would be we'd be grateful. And I'm not sure what that picture is. I found a couple that I thought it might be, or where it was inspired from, but I'm not 100% sure. So we know that one's Young Master. If you look at the top left picture on this Fearless Hyena, it's obviously got 4 Chan Barnetts at the top. The one on the far left, he's doing the shout mouth. I'm not saying it ain't exactly the same, but look, if I go back, it's similar.
Especially
and if I look at and then the shout mouth on Magnificent Bodyguards there, the picture in the middle, that's another Chan shout mouth. Now, so I'm not saying that that's not an original shout mouth, but I don't know if it's Snake and Crane.
Amalgamation of the two, isn't it? Yeah.
So I don't know. It does look real, as in it's got from somewhere, but I couldn't quite figure out where that was from. They were the two that stuck in my head. I've seen a shout mouth before, but I looked both them up and went, it's not quite the same. The Young Master one, there's no mistaking it. I mean, it's just,
it's basically in image equivalent form, poetic license, if you like. You see it with words. You know what they're talking about. There's a close enough thing to familiarity, but I don't think you can get away with it with imagery, really, to be honest. But as a standalone piece of art, which I've said before on previous, that would look nice. I'd happily have that on my wall or wherever. It's a lovely piece. Yeah.
And
it's different.
Yeah, I do care that they've used Young Master on a Snake and Crane picture. I do care, but I kind of don't care because I just think the art is wicked. I do also like the Roman style borders. Don't really like the red squares in the corners.
No, I did think that breaks it up. There's no need for that.
Yeah, I don't. Well, it looks it looks not real, as in it looks like a mistake.
Like
it's not a mistake because all four are there. But
yeah,
I don't like that.
Yeah, I would have said just like that. Or if you have to have squares, maybe make them black.
Yeah,
but then that will probably. It's only because I'm looking at it on my screen with a black background on this layout.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they should have left that border. Now, symmetrical wise, the fact that it goes, as I said, the shout picture is nice and curving round, going across the border, and it's going round, and the logo is round. But they don't continue that on the right-hand side. The fire stops at the white. And they could have had that curling round as well, and symmetrical round, I think. Because it does at the bottom. If you look at the E, follow the E up, and the fire goes round, but then it stops at the white and cuts off. And you go, oh, that's because the white's there. Yeah, but you didn't care on the left. You had these black barnet going over it. So
if anything, they should have had black curling all the way around, but then it almost looks a bit Supermanish, do you know what I mean, with the logo? But
it does. But all they had to do was that fire, they've rounded it off. It's like follows up, goes all the way around that Magnifique, it gets to the E, it curls up round, and then hits the white and stop. All I'm saying is that fire can carry on being part of the circle and carry on round. But anyway, that cut off. Nitpicking, of course, but that's what the whole reason we're doing this. So let's have a look at the men at the bottom. So let's go straight to the bottom left-hand corner. Cam Kong and Chan having a fight from the last fight. Brilliant. Snake and Crane. Real, legit shot from Snake and Crane. So that's excellent. Let's go on the images on the Magnifique, which I definitely agree with you. I love the way that they're placed on there and having a fight on there. But some of that ain't Snake and Crane. And here's something interesting. So that Chan, that looks like Snake and Crane. In other words, his uniform, his barnet. He's holding a stick there, no, or something. Is that a sort of lean towards the opening sequence? Is that supposed to be a tomfa? And if it is, it's the wrong suit. So I don't know what that stick is. I don't think I like it being there because, well, it's making me think that picture isn't Snake Crane. It does look like Snake Crane, the barnet and the suit, but then that stick, I'm like, well, what's that stick? So I'm not sure about that stick. It doesn't look like a tomfa. He's holding it like he's going to throw it to a dog or something. It just looks like a twig. So that's a bit crap. I do think that's the girl getting pushed off that cliff, and I do really like that idea. The one next to it is the fight with the spearmen. That's good. Then there's 1, 2, 3. I'd say the next 4 don't look anything like Snake and Crane.
What with the kicks?
Yeah. There's a kick, then a bloke getting done by the kick, then another kick. And then on the very far right, looks like Chan doing a flip from the spear fight, from the last fight. So I'll take that one, no problem. But those next 4 don't. Now, I'm okay with it because guess what? We could just go, but there's a couple of fights in Snake and Crane where there's multiple different people. So it's just people having a fight, as you know, those group battles. There's some group battles in there. Right? So we can go. Honestly, they don't look like they're from Snake and Crane because the outfits and the era don't look the same. They look more old basher style and not traditional ponytail barnets. They don't look the same. So I'm going to say they're not Snake and Crane, but I'll still just accept that they're trying to show us that look, there's some grand battles that go on in this film. So I'll take those ones. Right. The reason I distrust those ones quite as much as I do is because to the far left of Chan, just after the le, you can see someone standing there with a big piece of wood in a white suit. Yeah? Well, ain't no one standing in a big piece of wood in Snake and Crane. And I'm telling you now,
the whole time thinking, what is it? Is he holding a flipping pickaxe or something? Yeah, I was like, I don't recognise that weapon. Now you mentioned,
but I recognise everything about it. I know where it's from. I recognise the bloke. I know it's Carter Wong. I know exactly where it's from. And this is quite strange, I think, because I'm going to reveal where that is from. So I recognise that straight away and went, hang on a minute. So I'll get the shot up.
Carter Wong from Born Invincible. Oh, there he is. Yeah, holding a big bit of wood.
Yeah, it's the same bloke. Yeah. Right. So you can see, and look at the name of the film that it's from. The Magnificent. Now that is actually the title of this Carter Wong and Chan Sing film, The Magnificent.
Which explains the type, the font, not typeface, the font. Yeah.
Well, look.
That as well.
You know what, Grant? I didn't notice that. I put the font there because I thought I'll let him know the title of the film, because I've the connection between it being called Le Magnifique and then taking a picture, nicking a picture from The Magnificent was my link. The fact that you've just told me the font is exactly the same. I mean, mate, brilliant. Thanks for that. Wicked detail.
It's just yellow instead of grey.
Yeah, but it's rounded spaghetti western cowboy font.
Yeah.
So we know that this person knows what The Magnificent is, whoever designed this cover.
So they got the knowledge.
Guess what? Right, because the film is called Le Magnifique, which is The Magnificent. This film is called The Magnificent, and you can see that is like for like that Carter Wong holding that big piece of wood.
To be fair, for you to get that link, you know, it's quite tenuous. That's flipping brilliant. You know, and the fact that I've obviously pointed out the font, brilliant. But yeah,
well done it, cracked it,
well spotted, yeah.
I know. Luckily, it's not even an iconic image. It's just that I have. Toby gave me the Magnificent flyer, so it's only recently that I've seen that shot and gone. I know. Well, first off, I knew it was Carter Wong, right? 100%. You could see it was Carter Wong, and then I went, "Hang on a minute, I'm sure that's in that Magnificent flyer." So I went and grabbed it, and there it is. And so let's go back to the original where we picked it up from, and there he is.
Magnificent. But yeah, no, that was magnificent. Yeah, top marks there. Again, you know, these are the discrepancies. What we're here to pick out, and you know, stuff that your layman, not saying we're anything elite, you know.
We're just spending the time to look at it. That's all. Yeah,
just proves the more you look at something, the more things stand out. And I think we've kind of gone into this direction now that we're almost shredding them. For the the inaccuracies, not because the quality of the material or the promotional material is
we like this. We like this. We like this, right? We actually do like this. But don't put Young Master on it. But even though they have, we still like this as a piece. We like this. But why is Carter Wong from The Magnificent on there? What is there a true link? Why would you call Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin The Magnificent when there's already a kung fu film called The Magnificent? Normally I would never make that link and go, there's already a kung fu film called The Magnificent. They've made the link. Carter Wong from the actual Magnificent is on the Magnificent Jackie Chan poster. What happened there? I mean, that's on purpose.
It's like this person knows so much. Well, they have to. If they can link, you say Carter Wong there with The Magnificent, his film, and then put it into a Chan and then rip that typeface. Yes, it's not as three-dimensional, but that's purely because of the perspective of it. Yes. But yeah,
it's inspired by. There's no doubt that is inspired by that logo, that font.
Oh yeah. If you were scrolling through fonts, that would be the same font. You know, what would you call it? Well, it's not Colorado because that's an actual one, but it looks rocky. You know, mountainous.
Rocky mountainous.
Yeah.
What's the place? Grand Canyon-y.
Yeah, Grand Canyon-y. But then that's America. You know, we may as well we'll veer it to Italy. Where's Rocky in Italy? Don't know. Anyway,
look, it's undeniable that it's Carter Wong. It is exactly the same. Why, when there's a million things you could use for Snake and Crane, why they went, well, you know what? This film's called The Magnificent. So I'm going to grab Carter Wong from The Magnificent, put it on there. It's you know what I'm going to call it, Grant? I'm going to call it an Easter egg. I'm going to call it a little Easter egg, a little thing that's meant to be there. If you know, you know. If you notice it, you notice it. Most people won't. You know what? I've decided it's bloody fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's brilliant. It is brilliant. The old noggins. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And whilst you're on that Carter Wong film, that woman that's running through, is she coming through with some sort of stance, or is she like cowering?
Yeah, it's Doris Chen. She's coming through. No. She fights in it. She's powerless.
I ain't seen that film, but yeah, she looks like she's running.
Yeah, and you know what, Woman Kung, you know, not my thing really, but she's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say while I'm here? Toby told me that he met Doris Chen.
Right.
And he went he saw her, I think, in a cafe somewhere. I don't mean in England or whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Taiwan or something, right? Recognized her, had chats, and said, can I interview you and whatever? And she said, yeah, you can. I live here. Said where she lived. And he went, yeah, but that's not enough information. Whereabouts do you live? And she went, yeah, it's here. Don't worry. When you get there, you will know.
Oh, right.
Don't worry. Everyone knows where I live. Like, in this area, everyone knows. And he said it was length away. He had to get a train into the middle of nowhere. And when I think he asked, I can't remember all the stories he tells me word for word, but I believe he said something like, he said to a cab driver, I'm looking for, Doris's house. And he went, yeah, no worries. I know where it is. So she was right. It's true. And when he got there to interview her, she said, the first thing she said to him was, now listen, I just need to let you know, I hate Kung Fu films. Can't stand them. Hated it. And he went, no, tell me the truth. I want to know. I'm here to interview you. So whatever your experiences are, they are. And she went, I hate him. He said, why did you do him? She went, it was simply for money, but I can't stand them. Yeah. Hate them. Yeah.
Well, that's a brilliant thing. But I like the way air of mysticism again. Like, it's like a Kung Fu film. You'll know where to find me. Just head to this town and you will be guided, Fantastic.
Yeah. So I do think that's good. It's a good little story. There's obviously more to that story. I'm guessing there's a recorded interview somewhere, maybe audio only, maybe audio and video. I don't know. But, these are the things that it will just come out and you just think, look at that. I mean, the things this guy's done, I mean, just brilliant. So that's brilliant. I hope to give you more information on that. I did my best, trying to remember the story, but wicked. So that's who that lady is. I think that's who that is. I'm pretty sure that's Doris Chen. Yeah.
So Toby, does he do quite a lot of interviews, or he did back then, or he just does a bit of mixture of everything, depending on the situation?
He does a bit of mixture of everything, but yeah, he's done plenty. Yeah, he's done plenty of interviews, because he knows the language as well. So
Like
he needs a translator. He can go there and
he was in them as well, when he on side on location films in it and stuff. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, he's always on the side. He's in some as well. So
Toby Russell, brilliant. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Toby Russell, brilliant. You know what? Yeah.
I've looked him up. I've not actually seen him in action, but I'll have to do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's rares, but there are swings of him doing boot and everything.
Oh, fantastic!
So, yeah, wicked, right? So look, this artwork, we've agreed it's good, we like it, but it's got its problems, obviously. But overall, honestly, I really like it. It's strange because I shouldn't, but I just do. I think the person who's designed it has come away from that and has looked away from their computer or however they designed it and gone, yeah, that looks nice, that. And I agree with them. It does look nice. But I wouldn't have signed it off if I was in the office and I was in charge. I'd have gone, right, okay, the reason for the young master picture. Now, there might be a reason. Again, he might go, we're not allowed to use any of the assets for Snake and Crane.
Yeah, true.
Why? We don't know. But let's just say we're not allowed to. Licensing, I can't use Snake and Crane. Okay, well, in that case, you've done your best. And it's good. Why you can't use Snake and Crane, but you can use the young master, I don't know. But we're making up a scenario. But even so, the final result is the final result. And it's not it's a lovely piece of artwork, but it is not a good Snake and Crane piece of artwork. Because there's very little Snake and Crane on there.
No, exactly. Yeah, it's
definitely Snake and Crane are tiny. The little Cam Kong and Chan in the bottom is 100%.
Yeah.
We believe it's the girl falling off the cliff there.
Yeah.
But there's loads of positives to take from this. As you said, the logos and the font is wicked. The fighting on the circling angle is brilliant. Looks really nice.
Yeah, that's effective.
Falling off the edge is nice. The red orangey face, transparent face, is nice. You can tell it's a kung fu film. You can tell it's action packed. I do think it's nice. It ain't a very good Snake and Crane. But it is better than the Korean DVD.
yeah, without a doubt, for sure. Yeah.
So before we go off the front of the French flyer, there is a back which you haven't seen, but it wasn't worth
sending. Is there a back?
Yeah,
you would have sent it to me, but obviously, I'm glad you saved it because I genuinely.
It's not really any point because it's just font, if you like. But if you know what I mean, it wasn't worth sending you a picture of it. But that's what's on the back. There's the back of it there. Yeah, so that's what's on the back. And So I've translated it for us. I don't know how accurate it is, but I've translated it. But that's how it actually looks for real. And, you know, before we go to translation, I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Because, you know, it could be better, couldn't it?
It could be. Yeah, it is literally like there's your this is today's menu just being handed out at a restaurant, in it, just black and white on a bit of paper. But yeah, I mean, my French isn't the best, but we're starting off. I know you translated it, but it's going on about 10 years and different arts. I suppose, different techniques.
Is lazy looking at this. It is just type on the back. Okay, so I know that the brief would have been create me a bit of artwork, and I do honestly appreciate that someone created an original, not really original, having a picture of Young Master, but you know, there's a lot of original elements there, if you like, and they created their own artwork for the film. So I appreciate that. And then we need the synopsis on the back. But the most basic run-of-the-mill font ever, which I'm kind of okay with because it needs to be readable, but that's like what you typed up in Word first before you put it on the actual flyer. It's like someone run out of time and went, we ain't got no time. You know, you've typed it up already. Yeah, you're gonna have to bang that on it.
It is. It's the worst.
Nothing. There's no dragons. There's no snakes, cranes. There's no fire. I know we don't all want fire, but why ain't there at least that Jap flyer with the snake and the crane on there?
Yeah,
the difference in the detail on that Japanese flyer compared to the look at the back of. Look, I'm going to dig it out quickly again because
you did it justice, because I saw that on one of the previous podders with the snake and crane. You enlarged them and put them on the thumbnail, and that was brilliant. And I forgot to tell you about that, but it was well and truly noted. That was a brilliant touch. But
it was good, wasn't it? I'm glad that you noticed that because I don't know how my brain came up with that. I went, what can I do for this thumbnail? I went, I wonder if I can grab them. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah,
look at the back.
Side by side.
All right, we're not doing it. Okay, we are kind of doing a comparison, right?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. The Japanese flyer is all snake and crane. There's no rip-offs. There's no nothing. That is full-on snake and crane. Then you go to the back. You can see it's on the screen now. You can see what the French have done. Right? Come on. It's just all of these pictures. We've done a vid. If anyone wants to know what all this says, we've done a video on it. And all of these different scenes, these different styles, it breaks them down. Spicy and mellow and cranes to shoot and all that, right? It's all in there. These aren't just pictures for the sake of it. And they've tried, they've put them in circles, they've got a snake here, they've got a crane there. Honestly, look at the difference, what could be on the back of a flyer and what is on the back of a flyer. So this isn't about really comparing, because they are two separate flyers and they are two different pieces of promotional merchandise from two different regions. But all I'm saying is, look what the back could be like and look what it is like. They are miles apart. This has got zero effort. Zero. It's just type. And it looks, honestly, it looks amateurish.
It's crap. Even the way it's paragraphed. That's how they teach you to write a bleeding letter at school, in primary school. Do you know what I mean? Little space, paragraph. You know, how many paragraphs? You've got 7 different paragraphs, and they're all doing that stupid miss half the page, start writing, then we'll go right to the left. I know it's the thing, but
no, it looks crap. I don't know what that is. How comes? Let's just go with the top paragraph. Why is it tabbed in first? Why isn't it just to the left or down the middle? Honestly, that looks crap. Good point. I also hate the way that if you have a look at, just use your eyes and scan through all the Jackie Chans, why the last couple, the Chans in capital?
Capitals,
But the first one you get in the brackets, the first Chan you get is written correctly. Jackie Chan, capital J, capital C. And if you scroll down and go have a look, now there's some Jackie Chans. What are those Jackie Chans? What are them ones?
Emphasise, And snake and crane, that capitals, right. It's dragons and wire. Yeah, no, it's
it's crap. Listen, you've already done the review.
Say about it. It's just bland. It's boring. if that was served to me as a dish, I'd just say, like, you know what I mean? What am I eating? Cardboard. This is ridiculous.
There
Burn
you
it.
go.
Burn it.
Well, burn the food. But look. This is the reason we're saying that is because look at this front cover. The front of it. There's okay. We've said what the complaints are here, but there's effort here. This is, they've created something. Someone has created something, and it's striking. It looks good, and we actually like the art. Would frame it and would have it on the wall. It's wicked. It is. It's a very interesting piece of history. I love it. But this, it's lazy.
It is lazy. All that work at the front for that. I mean,
bad qual.
And yeah, right. Well, let's read it. Who has even has anyone claimed this work? Like chief editor of.
No, but I like it that you say that. I like it that you say that because I forgot to mention this. Listen, I made a note of this, but I can't find it.
Right, so
if you have a look on the tip of the E underneath the circular bit of fire, there's a bit of black writing there.
Oh yeah, that is it. Le Fabergé or something. Remember?
Yeah.
Or Fabergé or something.
Anyway, that is obviously. I presume that's the artist. I tried to look the person up. I did find artists with that name that were French, but looking at their work, sculptures, stuff like that, I'm pretty sure I haven't found the artist. But I thought I was just going to be able to find the artist who did that.
I mean, I could be completely off the ball here. It's got nothing to do with Kung, but weren't the Adventures of Tintin by something like Fabergé or something like that?
Well, I mean, you did just tell me it ain't Kung, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm probably way off the mark there. Was it say Fabergé or
hang on, Tintin? Although Tintin is that Belgium, but they speak French there in Belgium.
Right. It doesn't say.
Anyway, look, I don't know, but
what does it say on there? Because mine's too pixelated on this scan. Does it say?
Hang on, give me a sec. Okay, I'm zooming in on it, mate, and it is. I'll spell it. Okay.
Okay, ready?
FAUGERE.
Yeah, almost like Figura or something.
Yeah, and on the first E, I don't know what it's called. On the first E, it's got a little dash. Yeah, that's it. It's got a little dash on it.
It's called E acute. It's an acute. And then I think on German, it's an umlaut or something.
An umlaut on German. Yeah. Okay,
so it's like E acute. So you pronounce the E as an A. So if your name was Steve and then you had an E acute, you would be Steve or Steve if you had two of these. It's just a pronunciation. I mean, if there's any French boffins out there, I know I'm right, but don't get me on the pronunciation.
Okay, now pronounce it then. The name.
Yeah. So if that said scope couleurs, if that had an E acute, it would be scope couleurs.
No, never mind the scope. What about the artist bloke I just read out? What's his name?
Yeah, well, he'll be, what was it, FAB or FAUG?
Hold on.
Let me get a little marker. Let me get a marker.
Yes. Yeah, write it down.
Oh, blimey, I'm visualising. I can visualise it better. Hang on, let's go. So it's
FAU
GERE, and then
the first E is the one with the on it.
All right.
So that the one's an A. So yeah, that's I know that.
Yeah, I guess it'll be Fugere, I suppose. Fugere.
There you go, Fugere.
Yeah, Fugere. Fugere. I don't know, Fugere. Oh, who gives it? To be honest.
No, we do care. It's the artist.
We
actually would like to have a chat with him about why he's used Young Master. I'd love it.
Yeah. Probably turns out that he does actually like the Kung Fu films, unlike some of the female supporting leads or supporting roles, But at least she was honest.
Oh, yeah. Doris Chen. Yeah, I see.
Doris.
I see where you're going with that. Yeah. Doris has been.
Oh, so anyway, we went English translation, but we never really delved into what it actually said.
Okay, right. The first thing I'm going to say to you is, right, that's exactly what's on the back of this flyer. Okay, look, right. No difference, yeah? Right, no difference. But obviously I translated it. Let's look at the difference between how this looks. Yeah, so I had to type this into Word. Okay, the whole thing.
Okay.
I typed it out, and look at how theirs looks, which we just said is lazy, looks amateurish. I'm not saying mine looks professional, but let's just look at the difference. Honestly, mine actually looks better.
Well, yours definitely does look better.
But neater. Look, it's neater.
It is neater.
Right? Anyway, who's reading? Who's this? We might as well.
Well,
are you reading this out? What have you put on your head? Are they your Ronnies? Are they?
Yeah. So these, I'll have a little read with these.
But
right,
you can manage it, can you?
Yeah. Well, unless you want to read it.
No, go on.
Right,
you're the voice bloke.
Right. We'll start. Jackie Chan the Magnificent. Every 10 years, the different martial arts masters meet to discuss their different techniques, and we know that. From these meetings, a new infallible combat technique was born, which they called the art of snake and crane.
Nice.
But as soon as they finished developing it, it was mysteriously murdered and their documents stolen. But as soon as they finished developing it, they were mysteriously murdered. Yeah, so that was the masters were murdered and their documents stolen. Sometimes later, rumor denounced Xu Yin, who's Jackie Chan in brackets, where it was lowercase, as the holder of all the stolen documents. From then on, he became the target of many warriors whose only goal was to avenge the murdered masters and take back the documents from him. Yes. But impressed by Xu Yin's valor and righteousness, they became his friends and decided to help him search for the real murderers of the great masters. Yeah. The leader of the Black Dragon clan, who also coverts or coverts the precision.
I've done the translation, mate. I'm sorry.
I also covets the precious documents, sends his men to steal them. This attempt remaining without result, he decides to attack Jackie Chan himself. Jackie Chan, who is in fact a student of one of the surviving masters, discovers that the leader of the Black Dragons is none other than the wanted murderer. As soon as he is in full possession of the secrets of the art of snake and crane, he will lead a merciless fight against the Black Dragons, which will only end with death and their leader and the return of peace to this region.
Okay.
Brilliant. Hey, good translation, yeah. I think that covert the word, maybe I don't know it.
I don't know. Let's have a look at it on the French one. It's in the, hang on. It's in the the fourth paragraph, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's in there. It's convoy.
Oh yeah, the precious documents. Yeah, in his valor. Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah. Chief.
Okay. Now look. Obviously, that's good. We know what it is. It's the story of Snake and Crane. It kind of even makes it even worse that it's called the Magnificent. You're just silly, right? But the chats are good. They are the story. It's a really nice bite-sized version of the story. It's what it should be. Tells you what's going on without ruining it. But starts off Su Yin in brackets Jackie Chan. Okay, so now we know who Su Yin is. It's Jackie Chan. You scroll down further and it says, this attempt remaining without result, he decides to attack Jackie Chan himself. Well, no, it's not. He doesn't attack Jackie Chan. He attacks Su Yin. And then it further goes on. Jackie Chan, who is in fact a student of one of the surviving masters. No, Jackie Chan isn't a student of the master. No. Su Yin Fong is. Su Yin Fong, the character. So honestly, the way that they go on the Chan bit, it's like, no, you've already told us that when you refer to Su Yin, you mean Jackie Chan because you put it in brackets. And later on, you forget about Su Yin Fong and you just go Jackie Chan. It ain't real. It's a film.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be said in any other genre of film, would it? You know, it would be going on about Doug Quaid, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean? You know, you wouldn't just do it. You would go, Arnold Schwarzenegger is in this film and he's called Doug Quaid. Doug goes on his journey and fights the terrorists. Finally, Doug gets them. You know what I mean? It wouldn't. Yeah.
You don't go. The Terminator does this, that, and the other, and then you go. Arnold enters the building. It's no. There's no Arnold.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But again,
amateurish, right?
They like doing it differently, don't they? You know, the Koreans, the French. You know, it's like they don't like us, or they're having a little bit of a laugh at us. You know.
Well, it's not for us, right? It's for the French market. The Korean one is for the Korean market, even though that DVD had English subs. And the Japanese one is for the Japanese market, right?
Exactly.
But you know, you can see by the quality of the merchandise and not the paper it's printed on, by the effort that's put into it, you can see which regions care the most, which one, you know, we know the Japanese love Jackie, and that flyer really, really shows, you know, really, really shows. I'm not saying that these French people don't like it, but they really had to. It seems to me with that Japanese flyer, they did everything they could to produce the best document they could. Yeah, I mean, the effort. Now we know we can compare the two. We could say that that's normal. This is normal. All flyers look like this. We could say that. Now we know that isn't the case. No, not all flyers look like this. No, this is
the
true
Japanese.
benchmark.
We know the Japanese are very, very, very meticulous in everything they do. Do you know what I mean? And it's all done from the heart and soul, and the, you know, embodies
and
all
for the fans, right? They know that the Japanese people love Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
So you
So
can't be putting this on the back.
It's almost like if that actor isn't a product of our nationality, i.e., Jackie Chan, it's not French, it's not Korean. We know that he filmed a lot out there because, you know, again, like spaghetti westerns, it's cheaper to film on location in these places. And like as you said, I didn't pick up on it. I just think, oh, it's Hong Kong, you know. But you'll go, no, because look at the hills; they're not as mountainous as Hong Kong, or it's like that. That's more, you know, reminiscent of Korean landscapes. You know, I would have picked up on something like that. But again, more you watch it, more you do. But yeah, there's a load of detail. There's so many inaccuracies. If anything, going through this so meticulously is bringing out inaccuracies, and it's not like an injustice of the film. It's an injustice of the country that is promoting it or pushing it or, you know, facilitating it, however you want to look at it. I don't know. Or re-releasing it, making some money from it. I don't know.
No,
you know?
No.
But yeah, we can only just put it down as that is crap, you know. I mean, what they're saying is correct. You know, factually, it's correct. It is a true account of the film. But, you know, the way it's done, the way it's slammed on the paper in black and white with all those horrible tabs, as you said, but in your translation, it makes for easier writing. And we can't say that the French write differently because that's how we're taught to write when you write a letter. But you don't do it in a bloody synopsis or no. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's a strange one, this, because there is obvious effort put into this flyer. Obvious. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter that, you know, it does matter that it's Young Master, but there is obviously someone has put effort into this because they've made a nice piece of artwork that is very striking that we like. But some of the decisions made, Young Master, Carter Wong from The Magnificent, other characters which I can't identify. If anyone can identify the other one of them looks like Karata. I'm not saying it is Karata, but I don't know who those other characters are on that bottom, on who's fighting on top of Magnifique logo. But so some of the decisions are, well, they're questionable. But
yeah, there's a heavy influence on the artistic. You know, who's the director? Who is given the go ahead? You know, how much. It looks like there's too much power in the creator of it rather than, you know, I know it's good, but if you say, look, boss, what do you think of this? And he says, like, brilliant, yeah, fantastic, send it. Whereas other people would proofread it or go, but remember the last time we produced a film or last time we made a flyer, it was a bit more relevant. Why have we gone in this direction? And also, so-and-so at the back there says this is ripped off from Carter Wong's film, The Magnificent. You know, the film's not even called The Magnificent. It's bloody Snake and Crane. But, you know, it doesn't matter. And I trust you. And then out it goes in the world, and then it gets fed to the hyenas or the lions. You know what I mean? Because it's crap.
I agree.
You can do a lot more.
You bang on. It's not really. I mean, it is the artwork bloke's fault, but it's not. It's the bloke he's doing the art for. The bloke who said, yeah, it's fine. You know, he might have even gone into the office and said, look, I've tried really hard here. I've blended this with this. I've got people, you know, because it's curved. I've got people fighting on it and this, that, and the other. And, you know, he might have sold it so well that the bloke went, yeah, all right, well, I don't care. Yeah, it's brilliant, great, whatever. But he really should have gone, well, hang on a minute, they're not from Snake and Crane and the film ain't got fire in it. And, you know, I just...
maybe that was part of the agreement. That Fugere or whatever his name is, the artist, just said, "Look, I'm pushing this out here. This is my artistic direction, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a standalone flyer that is designed to be presented so you see the face of it only. I don't want to be competing with a back page. Do you know what I mean? So people go, oh, what should I put up? Should I put this side up on the wall of the cinema, or when people buy it, or do I have that side up?" And they go, well, good picture or crappy writing. Well, if they do want to look at the back, there's a bit of info, but once they've read it, they'll never want to look at that again. Not presented like that. Well, let's just have the poster there. You know, I don't know. There could be.
I don't know. Yeah,
you just don't know.
Or just time constraints, or I don't know. You could have put something on the back.
Cost, you know, it looks to me like a glossy flyer, and if you've got front and back, you know, it's doubling your cost for what? Something that's watch the film and you'll find out.
Yeah, but as we've said with all of these bits of merchandise, all the reasons, excuses aside, it doesn't change the end result. And what those things are there, it doesn't change it. You could tell me, look, honestly, guys, I really wanted to make the back brilliant, and I'd love that story. But I tried to, and the boss said it's got to go out now.
No,
that's it. So you have no time for that. Such a shame. I had all these plans. I'd love the story, but we can only go off what we see. And unfortunately, you just type something up, smashed it on the back, and you know it looks like you couldn't be bothered. You know what? That's what it looks like. It looks like you couldn't be bothered. That's what it looks like. It don't look like that. That looks like you can be bothered, and that looks like you can't be bothered, and that's all there is to it. Let's. You know what? I like the new methods of scoring it. Let's give the French flyer, Snake Cranearts of Shaolin French flyer, a score out of 10. This, I think, is going to be a tricky one.
Yeah, I want to say 7, but I think I'm gonna have to say 6, and that is purely on artistic value. But you're going to lose those 4 marks, and I'm being generous. You're going to lose the 4 marks fundamentally because of the rubbish, boring background, but also, as we discussed, whoever did this bloke that did it, we'll say it's a bloke, might be a lady, but let's just say it's the artist, right? They made the effort. They understand the rules. Like you said, the curvature and the way it's all sort of balanced. But then when you get to the flames, stopping at the white, why, it's like showing you're capable, but then going, actually, stuff that I can't be asked. Oh, well, I've got to draw that now. Again, it might be time restraints, but yeah, I'm going to give it an optimistic 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I get why. I understand. My gut feeling straight away was a 5 because it's average, but it's not crap. I do know why we're being kind to this. I do know why, because we look at it and straight away it's nice. I like it as well. But there's just no excuse for putting Young Master on a Snake and Crane flyer. Just so it can't get a Powers score. But do I like this flyer? And the answer is yes. Do I think it's good that Carter Wong is on it? No. Do I think it's good that they use Young Master? No, it's silly. Why use Young Master? Save that for the Young Master flyer. It's absolutely ridiculous that the person did that.
Yeah, and also, whoever made it, if the film's that good, which we know it is, hence whilst we're dissecting it so much, why create something that it isn't? Do you know what I mean? You're basically saying the film's crap because we can't use any real imagery from the 8 Steps or Snake and Crane. So, like we say, we do it from the Young Master and then Carter Wong there. Yeah. And, you might get a little youngster who's into Carter Wong go, oh, mummy, daddy, or whatever. Carter Wong's in this film. Oh, yeah, he must have a cameo role. Buy it. Well, where is Carter Wong? Do you know what I mean? Where's the bloke coming with that big timber? Do you know what I mean?
It can't be a coincidence that it's called The Magnificent and they've put a picture of Carter Wong from The Magnificent. That can't be a coincidence. It just can't be a coincidence. The reasoning, it's a silly reason. Well, because they're both called The Magnificent. But, the link is too strong. The Magnificent. Okay, so will you... I mean, is he... Hang on a minute. As the fella, if it is a fella, have they made a mistake and literally got... Well, they've done it with Young Master. So we know they're capable of making a mistake, although that might have been on purpose. They just might go, that's the best picture of Chan I got. Have they literally gone, let's just say we don't know what year this is or anything, right? Have they Googled, for example, The Magnificent, and Carter Wong's come up holding a big log and gone, right, I'll use this on the Magnificent poster. You know, that's probably what it is. It's coincidence, but it's not. Because if they put in the Magnificent film, then the Magnificent with Chan Singh, Doris Chen, and Casanova Wong and Carter Wong will come up.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they're non-real at Cannes and they're just real at art, they might have just gone, I found some more pictures because they're only little. I found some more pictures from the Magnificent. I've smashed them on the bottom. You know what? Thinking about it, I bet you that's what's happened.
Yeah.
Non-real.
There's got to be a reason for it, you know, because it's too far out there. And this is becoming more and more of a coincidence, isn't it? Because if you did this, probably, if you just dredged the country or, you know, the world for memorabilia and all this promotional material, especially these older films, is this going to be a common theme? Do you know what I mean? Using stuff.
We'll find out.
But then maybe that's where you people like your Rick Baker, you know, with his illustrations, and he goes, hang on a minute, I'm going to do some drawings now, but it's for the actual film. This is from the film. I'm realising that everyone's doing, you know, falsities. It's all crap. It's inconsistent. And unless, you know, relying on people being...
This is a Baker cover. He's inconsistent. This...
Yeah.
Right.
That's up his game. You know, maybe that was just an era of... Yeah. And if I say it, there was an era when DVD came in, that was a perfect reason to go, right, let's re-release everything.
Yeah.
And then you had all these distributors and go, come on, we've got all these titles. We've been given a 10-title deal. Let's smash them out. They're flying off the shelf. Now's the time to shift them. And then with that, you're getting lack of quality. You're going, oh, we'll stick it in a cardboard sleeve, little dust protector, and we'll just have this bloody generic, just action shots. There we are. It's not from the film, but it looks good. It looks good. And it'll be easy to work with. Just drop it on a black background.
Right.
Quick bold font. There you go. Douche print, centre print, sale. Now it's, oh, what's this? Young Master. Brilliant. But then you're getting like Eastern Heroes or 88 Films or all these other distribution companies are going, oh, they're doing it properly. You know what I mean? They're tailoring for what someone like me, as in you, what I expect for my money, you know, whether I'm buying it secondhand or brand new. You know, someone like me who is obviously, I'm enthusiastic and, you know, and I said, I do collect stuff, nowhere near as much as you or your brother or anyone. But, you know, there will come a time. But if I saw that, I'll buy it and think, all right, well, it's something different to look at. But hang on a minute, it's not what it says on the tin. It's crap. I feel like I'm being robbed. It's almost like they want to take your money, do you know what I mean, and giving you an inferior product.
Yeah.
Because there's no excuse for it now. Everyone's expectations nowadays, you know, with the internet, people know what they want. Are they going to be disappointed? If they're disappointed, well, I won't get anything from, like, let's just say Eastern Heroes. I'm not putting them up because they're great, but, you know, just that's what came to mind and say, well, they don't do it right, but they do it right, and they don't. Who knows? But you know,
the thing here is maybe most people don't care. Maybe it's just a flyer for Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin, and that's the end of it. Maybe most people don't care. I don't see it like that. I think if you're into Chan and you're into these films, then you do care. There's no way, if you have the rights, I say no way, I don't know, but if you have the rights to release this film and do the promotional material, supporting promotional material for it, you would have the asset book for it. Meaning you've got loads of images from Snake and Crane. So I just can't figure out why there's a Young Master on the front. I don't know. But yeah, we've done the chats, so we'll leave it there. I've loved it. I really like dissecting these things with you. I think it's brilliant, a good thing to do, just interesting. And I'm going to keep finding and digging out as much of this stuff as I can get hold of.
It's brilliant.
Good. Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, no, I'm really grateful for you because, you know, not only am I pleased for you because you've got this stuff and the wider world potentially can see it if they're interested and they want to pursue it. But, you know, I would probably have never stumbled across that. you know, unless I'm on the old internet and I just type in images and then it goes, oh, what's that? What's that?
Yeah.
But you see that sometimes. It's just like, what relevance has that got? But it's coming up with that link. But yeah, no, it's quality of material, and it's nice to discuss it. And obviously, I would never see that in a lifetime, being honest. You know,
Yeah,
but
it's
you
good,
actually
isn't it?
acquired it in physical form. There's so much out there, and yeah, there's a lot more.
Oh, there's loads, mate. There's absolutely loads. If when at the point when I run out, as in I've got no more and I can't find any more, that's when we have to get Paul Dre involved, because I'm sure we'll have loads and loads more. But we're not there yet. There's still more to come. If anyone's interested, there's still more to come. We'll leave that one there. That was our chat about the French promotional flyer. This thing here, A4 sized, for Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin, aka Le Magnifique. Thanks very much, Grant. I appreciate your help with that.
Chez Sifafu.
Oh, yes. Do we know how to say your name in? No, because last time when you showed me the characters, you went, I believe that says Grant, and that was it.
It is right, isn't it? If I remember, C5 Fool, C5 Fun. Well, let's
C5 yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, I put myself out there a bit. I thought I'm bound to fall.
No, it was right. Yeah, brilliant, mate. Yeah.
And I don't even know
that
bloody Mandarin or what bloody dialect it is or whatever you call it. But
it don't matter, does it?
But yeah, no, thanks
fun,
so
man.
much.
I appreciate it. I really appreciate you doing it. Thanks for your time.
Yeah,
we'll say bye on that one, and I'll see you. Well, I don't know what it'll be for, but I'll see you on the next Podders.
Brilliant.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, mate. See ya.
That was a good new one. Double salute that's Kung. Yeah.
Over the shot. Yeah.
See you later, man. Thanks very much.
Yeah. All the best. Thank you.
Brilliant. See you later.